Brain fog hit me like a ton of bricks at 46. At this point in my life, I was in the midst of an overly aggressive fitness shooting schedule that left me feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. I assumed it was just classic burnout. But the truth, I didn't need to do more. I needed to feel more. I wasn't actually falling apart hormonally at all, but something still felt off. I was sharp, but scattered. I felt productive, but also drained. I was calm on the outside, but somewhat spiraling on the inside. And I realized this wasn't a hormonal crash. It was a nervous system calling out for better regulation. High achieving women like us, we don't flinch at stress. We function through it. So when I started to feel foggy, reactive, and even emotionally flat, I just told myself, push through, be grateful, you've got this, keep going, everyone's counting on you. Does any of that sound familiar? But what I learned was that no morning routine or gratitude journal was touching the depth of disconnection I felt. I didn't need more tools. I didn't need a longer to-do list. I needed integration. I was still showing up. I was still on. I was still doing my workouts, still filming your workouts, still supporting my clients, still doing all of the things that were expected of me each and every day. I was still checking off the boxes, but I was living in overdrive. I was constantly strategizing, constantly achieving, and completely disconnected from my current emotional state. And this is when it hit me. It wasn't just burnout. It wasn't hormones. It was nervous system dysregulation masked as high performance. Now, I'm guessing some of you out there that are maybe moms or trying to break into a business or running your own business might relate to some of these high performance feelings. Turns out I had spent years optimizing my body. I optimized my workouts. I cracked the code on movement and nutrition and sleep. But at this point, I was on the go so much that I never really and fully learned how to be with my emotions without trying to fix them. The truth, emotional repression was disguised as resilience. Overworking was my safety blanket. My body was asking me desperately to slow down, not to level up. This wasn't a hormone imbalance. It was a human imbalance. So when I finally made this realization, I got honest. And as with most transformations, as soon as we are willing to face things head on, the true breakthroughs begin. I started to build emotional regulation into my daily rhythm. I replaced high pressure with deep presence. I stopped using productivity as proof of my worth. I learned to sit with discomfort, not sprint past it. Breathwork, stillness, and reflection became my core practices, not rewards after high achievement. It turns out I didn't need a hormone prescription. I needed a pattern interrupt. I needed to shift the dialogue. So if your brain feels foggy, or maybe your fuse is short, or if you're wondering things like, why am I not feeling like myself? You're not broken. You're just overstimulated, possibly undersupported, and emotionally overdue for peace. You do not have to earn rest. You do not have to prove your worth. And your clarity doesn't come from doing more, achieving more, or accomplishing more. It comes from feeling more. You're allowed to be successful and soft, driven and deeply grounded. Your next evolution, it isn't about productivity. It's about presence. If you are feeling possibly burnt out and in need of some emotional regulation, click subscribe and join me as we navigate adulting together. And click the links in my bio for more in-depth longevity and overachiever support.